Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. No one expected it to happen. Not like this, not so publicly, and certainly not in a way that would send the internet into a frenzy within minutes. Yet, there they were. Lala Kent and Michelle Saniei, two women from very different worlds, suddenly linked by a moment so unexpected, so charged, that fans are still debating whether it was an accident or something far more intimate slipping through the cracks. It all began on what was supposed to be an ordinary night, an industry mixer tucked away in a candlelit rooftop lounge overlooking Los Angeles. Influencers, reality stars, entrepreneurs, and producers floated through the space, glasses clinking, laughter blending with the low hum of curated music. Phones were everywhere, as always, but no one expected one particular device to capture a moment that would dominate headlines by morning. Lala arrived first, confidence wrapped around her like armor. Dressed in a sleek black ensemble that balanced elegance with edge, she looked every bit the woman who had survived chaos, reinvention, and public scrutiny and come out sharper. Her laugh carried across the room, familiar and fearless, the kind that made heads turn whether people loved her or loved to talk about her. Michelle arrived later, quieter but no less commanding. Her presence was subtle, almost disarming. Tailored white blazer, minimal makeup, eyes that observed more than they revealed. Where Lala was fire, Michelle was control. Where Lala thrived in the spotlight, Michelle seemed to bend it. No one noticed when their paths crossed near the bar, at least not at first. Witnesses later described it as electric but understated, a look held a beat too long, a smile that lingered. Lala leaned in to speak, Michelle's head tilting closer than necessary. The music swelled, laughter masked their voices, and the world kept spinning, unaware that something quietly combustible was unfolding. Then came the moment. A producer's phone, propped casually on a nearby table, was live streaming snippets of the event for social media. The camera wasn't aimed at Lala or Michelle. It was pointed at a neon sign across the room. But the microphone? The microphone caught everything. A burst of laughter, Lala's unmistakable voice, followed by Michelle's lower, amused response. The words themselves weren't immediately clear, but the tone was intimate, playful, familiar in a way that made listeners sit up straight. Then Lala said something. It wasn't explicit, not technically, but it was suggestive enough, bold enough, that when the clip hit social media, fans replayed it over and over, parsing every syllable. Michelle's reaction, a soft laugh, a murmured reply that sounded dangerously close to a tease, only fueled the speculation. Within minutes, comments exploded. Wait, did you hear that? Tell me I'm not imagining the chemistry. That was not just friendly banter. By the time the live stream cut, the damage, or magic, was done. The clip spread like wildfire. TikTok slowed it down, Twitter dissected it, Reddit theorized. Instagram accounts dedicated to reality TV drama posted side-by-side screenshots of Lala and Michelle, captions screaming about unseen tension and unexpected energy. Some fans insisted it was harmless, just two confident women joking, unfiltered and unafraid. Others weren't buying it. They pointed out how Michelle's body language shifted when Lala spoke, how Lala's tones softened in a way rarely heard, how neither woman pulled away when the conversation veered into territory that felt personal. Then came the photos. Someone snapped an image of the two later that night, standing near the edge of the rooftop, city lights stretching endlessly behind them. Lala's hand rested lightly on Michelle's arm. Michelle leaned in close, lips near Lala's ear. No kiss, no obvious gesture, but intimacy doesn't always announce itself loudly. The internet noticed. "Friends don't stand like that," one comment read. "That's chemistry you can't fake," another insisted. By morning, entertainment blogs picked up the story. Headlines danced around the word NSFW, careful not to overstep but eager to lure readers in. Phrases like shocking moment, unexpected connection, and Fans' raised eyebrows flooded timelines. Neither Lala nor Michelle addressed it immediately. And that silence, it spoke volumes. Lala, known for speaking her mind, stayed quiet longer than usual. Michelle posted a photo of her morning coffee, sunlight streaming in, captioned simply, "Energy matters." Fans lost their minds. Was it a hint? A deflection? A private joke meant only for those who knew? Speculation grew deeper as people began connecting dots. Old interviews resurfaced, Lala once saying she was open to unexpected connections, Michelle discussing how attraction didn't always fit labels or expectations. Clips were edited, quotes pulled out of context, narratives built and rebuilt overnight. What fascinated fans most wasn't just the possibility of romance, it was the contrast. Lala, raw and outspoken, whose life had unfolded publicly in moments of love, heartbreak, and reinvention. Michelle, measured and strategic, someone who rarely let the world's peek behind the curtain. Together, they represented something new, something unpredictable. Days passed. The clip continued to circulate. Hashtags trended. Some fans shipped them aggressively, creating edits set to moody music, framing that rooftop moment as the beginning of a story still being written. Others urged caution. Let women exist without assuming romance, some argued, but even skeptics admitted one thing: the energy was undeniable. Finally, Lala broke her silence. Not with an explanation, not with a denial, just a story post. A black screen, white text. "Y'all really hear everything, huh?" Laughing emoji. Nothing more. Michelle responded an hour later with her own post, a candid photo of city lights at night, captioned, "Some moments are meant to be felt, not explained." That was all it took. Fans erupted again, convinced that whatever happened that night wasn't an accident, and certainly wasn't meaningless. Whether it was flirtation, friendship blurred at the edges, or the beginning of something deeper, only Lala and Michelle truly know. But in a world where every word is recorded and every glance analyzed, that fleeting NSFW moment became more than just a slip of the mic. It became a spark. And as fans continue to speculate, one thing remains certain. Sometimes the most powerful stories aren't told outright. They're overheard.